What's up, guys? My name is Section from the Deviants, and today we're going to be reacting to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 15. So in the last episode, we had Hawks doing his thing, infiltrating all the bad guys' places, and he's finding it harder and harder to get the villains to trust him. Therefore, he needs to find different ways to give the information to the heroes. One of the ways he decided to do that is by giving Endeavor a book, and had highlighted notes into them, and he basically just try to get Endeavor to read the book, read the highlighted parts. I believe he needed to use every second letter of each highlighted part in order to create a message. And in that message, it stated that there was an army that was amassing followers and that they're going to strike in, oh gosh, did they say like 3 or 4 months? So I'm curious to know what exactly Endeavor is going to be using with this information, or what he's going to be doing with this information. And then who you can trust, because there's a lot of heroes that are a part of this army. So you don't know if you're giving the information to an enemy or a friend. Oh, and Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo, they all made it to Endeavor's agency, and we're probably going to be getting that for most of this episode, and then like hints here and there with Endeavor. So without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure to support the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Ooh, starting off with Hawks. Oh yeah, the trackers on the feathers.
I'm spreading the good liberation word.
Oh,
We noticed that you've been passing this book out to heroes.
who's this guy? And why is he part of the League of Villains?
It's obvious that you not only read it, you truly understand Destro. You're someone who gets us.
Gee, thanks. As far as I can tell, we're not even on the Commission's radar yet. They're investigating the League's involvement in the Deka City incident, but our troops are staying off their radars.
From what I see, UA students haven't grown all that much.
Oh yeah?
The fun is gonna start pretty soon. 4 months from now, boom. Everything is destroyed, and Toro will ruin this world.
You setting up bombs everywhere?
4 months.
Oh, I hate that sound.
How many heroes are involved in this plot? What exactly is Shigaraki planning to do?
Hmm?
I don't have much
That
access
hairstyle.
to speak of.
Before that, I'll send a signal. Hawks, in case of failure, we'll need more manpower. The Commission and Hawks have deduced that our enemy is strategizing. The work studies are to prepare for an attack.
Yep. Ooh.
This work study program is insurance. What a mess. I'll look after you three myself.
Oh, he changed his mind.
I'm glad you're underestimating them. It was worth stealing their glory then. I'm positive they could have handled things if I hadn't shown up, no sweat. The next time the cherry blossoms fall, I hope we'll all be smiling.
Still,
Before we begin, tell me about yourselves.
I want to perform at my fullest, but to do that, I'll need to gain better control over my power. However, recently there's, this other thing.
yeah, try to explain
It's
it.
kind of like, so it's my power, but it's manifesting in a way I've never experienced before.
At heart, you're saying that you want to be able to constantly adjust power levels when you're fighting?
Yes!
You understood him? No wonder you're #1, sir.
You, your turn.
I'm only here to figure out what I can't do. That's the real question.
Heck of an ego on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I showed up to figure out what will make me even better, to surpass you.
All right, that's a good answer.
Then let's not waste time.
And what about me?
You're just here to learn flash fire, aren't you?
The only reason I came to this place is to use you. I came because it's beneficial for me, #1. Don't pretend to be a caring parent in front of my friends.
Right, very well. From now on, you'll learn by joining me in the field.
Dang, learning from the #1 hero? Fantastic.
I know every corner of my jurisdiction and stop the smallest disturbances. If there's an incident or accident, I rush to the scene faster than anyone. This winter, I want you to show me that you can capture a villain faster than me just once!
Wait up!
You respond so fast.
Well, he has the little ear thing. What?
The suspect has turned the corner and is heading east.
Got it.
Whoa, he never stopped accelerating!
That turn. Hit and run, suspect caught.
You're far too slow, kids.
Bakugo, did you notice that?
There's nothing you could have possibly noticed that I didn't catch before you. But let's go ahead and hear it.
Wow.
Let me point out one more thing. A busy streets nearby.
I see. By emitting flames to intimidate the suspect, he kept him from fleeing toward the highway.
I wonder who's faster, Hawks or Endeavor?
I was aware of the glass villain's underlings before. You didn't help me.
Wow, petty.
This isn't a classroom. If you don't make it in time, you don't get a bad grade. People don't come home. Store up your power. Condense it, then fire. Be able to release your maximum output in one flash, or with focused precision. Deku, is it fair to say you can max out your power in an instant?
Yes.
And you're able to do so without thinking?
Yes, or I can with full cowling. Air Force still requires concentration, though.
Then keep practicing until Air Force is second nature to you. You need to be able to do two things at once without concentration. When you master that, add something else.
It's like normal training when it comes to like sports.
All Might gave me so much, not just a quirk. And UA has exposed me to countless lessons.
Most of them not their own volition, but yeah, lessons.
I'll learn everything there is. One thing at a time. I'll go beyond.
Plus Ultra. Oh, okay. One thing at a time. Was that the title of this episode? Okay, so the advice that Endeavor had for Deku, it makes sense, right? It's pretty simple. For those of you guys who have been in sports, whether in high school, maybe somewhere younger, and dealt with coaches that during practice they focus on the fundamentals. I almost lost the word for the moment, right? Like for baseball, the fundamentals of fielding, like instead of focusing on fielding the ball and throwing it at the base in a quick and fast manner, they want you to focus on, first pick up the ball, right? Pick up the ball, get into the stance, and that's it. Pick the ball, get into the stance, that's it. Start making those movements a secondary part of your thought process, right? Then you could focus on the other stuff. And it works perfectly for Deku because when it comes to Deku, there's a lot of things you got to think about when it comes to controlling his power. You have his shoot style, you have the Air Force, you have the Black Whip, all individually at their different types of levels. So if you try to focus on all of them at once, the likelihood of you maxing out one of them is very little. So if you just focus on your shoot style and get that up to 100% and make that like second nature, then you'd be able to much easier go to the next one, whether it's the Air Force shot or the Black Whip. And who knows, maybe since you went through going to 100% with the shoot style, maybe you'll become easier doing it to the Air Force, and then even more easier doing with the Black Whip, just because you start to learn your body a lot more. But I find it cool getting to know more of Endeavor's mindset and kind of how he thinks about things, how he processes things. Because before this, or at least before like the Nomu incident, he had the reputation of just an all-out, at least for me, like an all-out brawler, where he doesn't really take into consideration the outside portions. He just like goes hard towards the villains and beats them with, pure force, kind of like a grown-up Bakugo. But what we would learn from his fight with the Nomu and the way he speaks in this episode, he puts a lot more emphasis on, you know, making sure that there's no bystanders, using his flames to not only propel himself forward but keeping the innocent people at bay, while also putting fear in the villain. So it's nice getting to know a little bit more about Endeavor. But anyways, that was my reaction to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 15. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.